Good morning. This is John Harder, aka Coins Eagle. And there are two really major phenomenons that are very, very interesting, and how should I say, very easy. Well, I don't know. Easy. That I suppose that would depend on how how easy you have access to internet, or how well you know your way around with a computer, or tablet, or whatever, laptop. The thing is, the industry, the industrial revolution, as it were, that has had its boom cycle. It has also, slowed down somewhat for whatever the reasons are. But not only that, also artificial intelligence has taken many jobs in many factories, even restaurants. This is the beginning, and leaving people out of work. Unfortunately, people are the ones that need the we need the sustenance. The robots don't, but what people do is they rather have a piece of equipment than to have employees. And unfortunately, that isn't always exactly, it doesn't produce jobs and that kind of thing when people go replacing employees with equipment. Okay, but nonetheless, what happens now as a result of that is more and more people are coming to the internet to find ways to make a living. Very often probably just starting out with looking for a job, but then there are many opportunities on the internet, and I'm not really sure if how often people get led into trying to make money on the internet by starting out with looking for a job. But be all that as it may, the opportunity is really, there is an opportunity that I want to show you that is really doing well. It pays well. It how opportunities, very often they have a product. There's a product that's being pushed and so on, and in many cases the product is such that people don't really actually necessarily want. I've been in several of those, where it was some kind of a drink or some kind of a product that builds up on the table while you're trying to build a business and promote it and get people involved and things like that. Now, well, what's my point in all this? What I'm saying here? Well, what if the product was money? What if the product was money, so that you can just simply buy whatever else you want? You see, when you have plenty of money, everything else you can buy. It's money that most people don't have a big pile of. And And those that do is usually because of inflation, where the money becomes practically useless. And then a big pile of money really doesn't help that much, right? Now, what if we had a system that had a compromise, if you will, where all of that is, has been made into an opportunity that works on both ways, whether it's inflation, it's kind of like inflation proof. It also gives you an income where instead of having to sweat every day for a job, Warren Buffett, one of his lines is that if you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you'll be working until you die. And no, I think that's pretty much true now, except for the thing may be that sometimes it can even be difficult to find work, right? So what I want to show you, I want to show you a presentation that hopefully will help you understand that there is a way to make plenty of money, and it's not that difficult, and so that you don't actually even need to depend on a job anymore, at least after a bit. And you can what they call a laptop lifestyle. You could actually live a laptop lifestyle if you so desire. Well, let's have a look at this, right? All right, so here we are. Oh, this is what I wanted. Go here. All right, so do you want profit? Well, I do. I don't know about you, but I do. So for those who do, let's have a look. Right, so Python signals one business with two opportunities. As I already kind of mentioned, the idea of money, but if the product was money, well, we have two opportunities here that we're going to have a look at with one business. So opportunity number one is the crypto cycles and trends trading. Why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it's the oldest and most reliable way to make money from the crypto market. Can be done by anyone at any time, starting with any amount of money. All right, so it's no longer where only the richest can trade and everybody else basically has to go find a job. Well, what is the objective? The objective is to buy low and sell high. That's the objective. The crypto prices always fluctuate. They always go up and down, and buying that in a low and then selling it in a high is where your profits are. So that is the objective. And here we have an example of in 2017. If these 5 coins here, if you would have just bought $100 worth of each of those, your profit margin would have been in December here, as it shows what the profit margin would have been. So buying in January, $100 worth of Bitcoin you could have sold in December at 1,400. Ethereum in January, $100 worth would have sold for 8,750. Litecoin in January, $100 worth would have sold at $5,000. Monero, $100 worth, 2,400. And Dash, $100 worth of Dash in January could sell in December at 8,000 $890. That really is a tremendous gain there, and this is actually quite moderate from what is possible. I'm going to be doing another video a little bit later today where I'm going to actually show with calculations what you can do in the crypto market. All right. Now, the $1 million question, and you see, this was my experience too. That they're talking about $1 million question here. Well, I certainly had one, and that is when is the right time to sell? When is the right time to buy, and when is the right time to sell? You see, I bought some coin in 2017 for the first time and made tremendous profits for the first 3 months. And then the price dropped and I had no idea what to do. And you see, the $1 million question was, when do I sell? Okay, so well, to answer that question, we have Marcus Landman. He has worked for 30+ years. Now, this is kind of a mouthful here. 30+ years combined work in complex system auditing, global trend data, and algorithm forecast modeling. Okay, so that's a fancy line for saying that he has an algorithm that predicts a future outcome. Putting data in from the past and it'll predict a future outcome. That's basically what that means. He has used this, he's been working for major corporations like institutions, and who have tremendously benefited with this data, and because it was amazingly accurate. But in 2015, he plugged that into the cryptocurrency market, and it has yielded tremendous results because of its effectiveness and accuracy. All right. So even in 2018, in the bear market, he still pulled in 518% profit. All right. So that's pretty amazing. All right. So Wall Street said buy when Marcus Landman said sell. All right, what are we talking about? Well, here we have a screenshot of, in 2017 when Bitcoin went up to about $20,000 per coin. Well, Wall Street, using the news media, was telling people to buy coin, whereas Marcus Landman was telling his subscribers, pull out your profits at 19,500 because the coin or the price is going to come back down. And so many of his subscribers pulled out their profits, whereas the rest of us, well, we went over the cliff with the price drop, So what would it be worth to you to have this data, to have the data available to you to know when to buy and when to sell? You see, that's what Python signals. That's our product or service, if you will. That is what we're providing. That's what Python signals is providing. Is the data so that you can trade at your own discretion, knowing what the prices are going to be, so that you can intelligently trade. Okay. So what does it take that you become a subscriber? That's all it takes in order to get access to this data. So what's available for subscription? Well, these are the packages right here. You can come in where you fit in, right? So there is the silver $50 starter package, which gives you 30 days access and pays 6 levels in the matrix. at 24%. And the gold level gives you, gold package is $150, and it gives you 90 days access with pays 9 levels in the at 36%. Then the platinum package, is $250, 180 days access, which is 6 months, obviously. Pays 12 levels in the matrix at 48%. And then there's the Galaxy 500 package, which pays 12 months. It's it says 18 or 15 here, but that has expired. It is no longer 15 months. All right, so, and it pays 18 levels deep in the at 36 or at 65.5%. All right. And all packages also have a direct referral bonus of 10%, which is over and above the matrix payout. Okay. All right. And I thought the Galaxy pack was already sold out, but I think it is actually still available. But I am not sure if it is or not. I have not, it just might not be. If you sign up and find out, it may no longer be available. But then it also still may be. I don't know. I haven't heard that it was sold out. All right, so these are the packages. Now, the Galaxy 5 Lifetime, if you're still able to get it, pays 15% over and above what the matrix payout is. Okay, so, all right, so those are the packages that's available. Now, in these packages, when you buy a package, we don't do any trading for you. I mean, Python Signals doesn't do any trading for you. You get access to the data so that you can trade at your own discretion. And also, then there's also the pay plan with it. So let us have a look at exactly what you get when you subscribe. You get Marius's timely trading report for the top 40 cryptos, private Zoom meeting with Marius and team, email notifications, as well as a 5.1 million annual income roadmap. So let's have a closer look at the opportunity number 2, the revenue share plan, 5.1 million annual income roadmap. And here we have 5.1 million yearly roadmap guidelines. All right, so what are the guidelines? It's the 2x18 matrix. It fills top to bottom, left to right. And as it says here, you do not have to refer new subscribers to earn on members within your matrix, all right? And so all commissions are paid daily in Bitcoin. You buy your package with Bitcoin, and also you get paid in Bitcoin. All right, so we have the roadmap of 5.1 million annual income. This here is the matrix table, and so we'll just kind of go over that and hopefully clarify a few things for you. So this is based on everybody buying the Galaxy 500 pack and refer 2 people, and everyone does the same. All right. And it says here 3 months free subscription, which is actually what I already mentioned earlier, is no longer available That was until the 10th of January 2019 is when that expired. Okay, so now we have the 18-month roadmap based on the idea that you, like when you buy a package and you within a month refer 2 people and everybody follows in those footsteps and does the same, takes 1 month to refer 2 people. Well, in that case, in 18 months, you'd have a full matrix. So the first column here are our levels. So all the way up to level 18. And then we have the percentages, which are 543, 543, repeatedly up all the way down to level 16, where we finally have 2% and 2%, and then finally 1.5%. The next, the center column is the amount of subscriptions sold in the matrix, and the fourth column is the amount of pay on each level, and finally the fifth column is how much pay in the full matrix on each level. All right. So as a silver member, you'd be paid on 6 levels, which would be $2,250 a year residual income. As a gold member, you'd be paid on 9 levels, which would give you $18,250. As a platinum member, you'd be paid 12 levels, which would pay you $146,250 yearly residual income with the full matrix. And finally, if you were a Galaxy member, you'd be paid on all 18 levels, which would pay you with the full matrix $5,102,410. All right, so that's what the full matrix would be paying you in this regard. All right. All right. Thank you for watching this video. And if you see the value in it, well, let me say it this way. If you don't see the value in it and you say, well, you know what, this isn't for me, I want to thank you for watching and, and wish you all the best in whatever it is you're doing and are going to be doing. However, if this if you are interested in this and this is what you want to do, you want to trade, you want to make money, but you feel kind of overwhelmed, maybe you're saying, well, I'm new to all this, and well, let me assure you, you don't need to worry about being new. We have very many people that are very new at this, and our training, we help them. They do great. They just do great in here. That's no problem. All right. So don't feel like that this is something you wouldn't be able to do if you want to do it. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna just stop the screen share here for a bit. Okay. So thank you for watching, and the links are below if you are ready to get started. And so let's, I don't know, build your income. Thanks.